Hi, my name's Patrick, and today I'm going to show you how to do a hand poke tattoo. So, the first part in doing a tattoo is coming up with a drawing. I use a Uni-Pin fine liner for all my drawing. I find this is a really nice size. It's a 0.8 and it looks similar to the lines I want to achieve with my tattoos. Once the drawing is complete, the next step is to make a stencil. At the studio, I have a stencil machine, so I cut my design, put some stencil paper in the machine, and just put the design in that, and that usually prints a perfect stencil every time. Once the stencil is printed, you want to cut it out so it just has a maybe 1 centimeter border around the design. Then you set up your station. For me, I put gloves on, put some green soap on the station, cover the top of the station with cling film, cover the armrest with cling film, and then start putting my equipment down. We need to cover the bottle filled with green soap, we need Vaseline, we need kitchen roll, we need a tongue depressor, and we need an ink cap. There shouldn't be anything other than that and your needle on the station. When you get the ink out, you must shake it, put as much ink as you will need in a cap and replace the black. After that, you get a little stencil stuff. Put that on the area of the body that you want to tattoo, and that will just help keep the stencil strong on the body and make sure you can see where you're going when you do the tattoo. There should be a thin layer of stencil stuff, and you want to press down for a couple seconds after you've put the piece of paper on the skin. Once you and the person are happy with the stencil, you can begin the tattoo. You need some Vaseline on your off hand, and you hold the needle in your strong hand. When you start the tattoo, you should touch the excess ink off the needle, put some Vaseline down, and then you can begin. You really want to stretch the skin as much as possible so that the skin feels tight, and that will just help the needle go into the skin. After you wipe, you must then put more Vaseline over the design before you begin tattooing again. I try and be as gentle as possible, but still have a firm grip. Some people do tattoos by going over the whole area and then going back and going back and going back, but I find it a bit better to focus on one area and complete that section before moving on to the next section. Once you have been over every section of the tattoo, it's good to wipe off the excess ink and see where you're at. If you're happy with it and the tattoo looks solid, then you can finish. Once you finish the tattoo, you must cover it, as it is open to infection for at least 4 or 5 hours. At the shop, I use second skin, but if you don't have any, you can just use cling film. If you do have second skin, you want to cut a small section, again having a centimeter or so's border around the tattoo. Make sure the skin is dry and then apply the second skin. If you don't have second skin, replace that with cling film. And there you have a finished tattoo. This one was a small one, so it didn't take too long, but everything is the same if you're doing bigger tattoos.
Awesome. It looks so good.
Yeah.
Love it.
Perfect.
Cool.